What's going on, YouTube? One of the stories circulating the airwaves today is a Pennsylvania judge ruled that court proceedings will go forward in Mr. Bill Cosby's case regarding sexual assault that allegedly happened back in 2004. So for those of you that have been living under a rock or just haven't been following the news, Bill Cosby has been in the news probably for a good 2.5 years. A couple dozen women have came out and said that he has sexually assaulted them. Many of them saying, he drugged them and then raped them. So I'm going to read a couple statements from the correspondence that happened in court today, and then I'm going to read a statement from the accuser, from the woman that said Bill Cosby raped her in this particular incident, in the 2004 incident. So I'm going to read those couple of statements, and I'll come back a little bit to discuss what's going on with Bill Cosby.
A Pennsylvania judge ruled on Tuesday that there is enough evidence for Bill Cosby to stand trial on sexual assault charges stemming from a 2004 incident. Former Temple University Athletic Department employee Andrea Constand told authorities that Bill Cosby violated her sexually after giving her pills that made her dizzy and left her legs feeling like jelly. According to a police report read at a court hearing Tuesday, "I told him, 'I can't even talk, Mr. Cosby.' I started to panic," Constand told police in 2005, according to statements read in court. "I was laying on my left side with my knees bent. This is the last thing I remember. I recall Mr. Cosby's body near mine. I was in and out. At some points, the testimony got explicit. I was aware that his hands were on my breasts and his fingers were in my vagina. His penis was erect," she stated to police. "I don't remember any kissing, any intercourse." Constand recalled to police, "Everything was blurry and dizzy. I felt nauseous." She said Cosby told her the pills were herbal medication. She said he also urged her to sip wine even though she said had not eaten and didn't want to drink. Cosby claimed it was consensual sexual activity. Well, of course he did. Cosby told police in 2005 that he had other petting sessions with Constand at least once stopped kissing her breast when she asked him to. A statement by Cosby's lawyer read as follows: "This is a travesty of justice," Brian McConnell told the reporters outside of the courthouse after the ruling. "They had 12 years to bring a case. They didn't. And what they presented today was evidence of nothing."
Alright, so the statement goes on to say that Bill Cosby is out on $1 million bail, that he could get up to 10 years in prison if he's found guilty, and that his next court date is July the 20th for his formal arraignment. Alright, so Bill Cosby used to be the American dad for a lot of American families. The Cosby Show was a popular show in the 80s and I think the early 90s. And a lot of people looked up to him, and now over the past, 2.5 years, a lot of people have changed their mind on Bill Cosby because of literally now droves of women saying that he sexually assaulted them. And now we have a woman called Andrea Constand that's actually able to file charges against Bill Cosby, and there's actually a court case going on. The one court case going on against Mr. Cosby. She's the only victim of his sexual assault, or his alleged sexual assault, that has been able to take her case to court. It was in 2004, now it's 2016, so we're talking 12 years here. I'm not sure exactly what evidence Ms. Constand and her lawyers have against Bill Cosby, actual physical evidence I'm talking about. I don't know forensics. I'm not an expert in that, but I'm pretty sure all that stuff is long gone out the window. It's been too long for them to bring any physical evidence into play, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to prosecute him on, other than her testimony and what she says. And if that's what it comes down to, just, her saying that Bill Cosby raped me, and him sitting over there saying that, oh, it was consensual, I'm not sure where this goes. I guess anything can happen in the American justice system, but if I had to put money on it, I would put my money on Bill Cosby walks away a free man. And I'm not advocating whether that's right or wrong, I'm just telling it how it is. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think anyone with half a brain can acknowledge at this point, now that there have been over a dozen women accusing Mr. Cosby of sexual assault, that there's definitely something going on here, that Bill Cosby has to be guilty in at least some of these cases. There has to be something going on. There's no coordination between the women as far as we know. Like, after the first accuser came out, she didn't call her friends and say, oh, say Bill Cosby raped you. You know, it was just kind of its own spontaneous thing. Like there's no coordination as far as we know. So it seems to be genuine, all these women saying Bill Cosby raped them. And if they're all true, it's pretty damn sad that this guy felt like he could violate these women in this way for apparently 20, 30 years. This went on before anybody stopped it. Now, since it's such in the public spotlight, I'm sure it's not going on anymore, and he's going through a court case, so I'm sure he's not up to that anymore. But still, you know, all these women were violated, and now, you know, it looks like nothing's going to be done about it just because so much time has passed. I guess one has to wonder why people didn't come out right away after the rapes. A lot of the women saying, you know, they just felt intimidated by him, that, you know, he was a public figure, he was a star, he was a TV star, and they were just, you know, some woman that, you know, knew him or whatever. So they thought that they had no power over him, and they thought that they would lose in court or they would be laughed off the stage if they brought it up. I'm not sure exactly why so many now over the past couple of years, but at least that's what the women say, you know, that they felt like they wouldn't have won and that he had way more power than them and whatnot. I'm not sure what changed, but something changed over the past couple of years, and all these women are coming out saying Bill Cosby raped them. So I guess, you know, we'll have to see what happens on July 20th on the arraignment of Mr. Cosby and see where the case goes from here. But as far as I can tell, I don't see this going anywhere significant, meaning I don't see Mr. Cosby, you know, actually serving any time for this. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about Bill Cosby, about this particular case. You know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think all these women are coming out and lying about him? Do you guys think that all these women are telling the truth? Do you think there's a gray area here that some are telling the truth, some aren't? Whatever. Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys like this video, and please subscribe for future content on this YouTube channel.